How's it going, everyone?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Burly Bros show.
Another week in. Episode
Paradise?
5.
Oh, I thought you were going to say another week in paradise.
Yeah, we had that too. Yeah.
There's 2 tickets to Paradise.
That's true. There's 3 of us, though, so somebody's getting booted off the boat. Somebody's getting kicked off the island.
I'm the pilot.
Well, you're definitely going out first. Just riding this bitch to the ground. No, I was going to I already forgot what I was going to say. Good week in paradise because we got a full bridge of fear.
A full bridge of
fear.
Yeah. A full mini fridge full of beer today. So much that we had a hard time fitting it all in there. But that's not that impressive. It just means our mini fridge is far too small.
Time to
Far
upgrade.
too small.
Time to upgrade, yeah.
We're just going to go with a bigger mini fridge, like a full-size
fridge.
mini fridge.
We're going to turn this room into a walk-in.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to have this whole podcast show out of a walk-in cooler. It's going to be awesome. Be sitting on a box of Natty Daddies.
Sounds good to me.
Because what else are Natty Daddies good for?
Sounds good to me.
What were you saying, Dirty Dan?
Said I'm already sitting on one, so it's way ahead of you.
Just one.
Just one.
Standing straight up.
Yeah.
Don't ask where the can went.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Take it how you will, I guess.
I know how you take it now.
Full can of Natty.
Straight up.
Straight up.
It's the only way to butt chug.
That is, well, I don't know if you have like suction power up there. I don't know why I'm getting into the physics of this.
This is getting
straight up.
This is getting
Is it like a
real
turkey?
deep.
Is this like a
Real deep.
turkey?
It's based in a turkey.
Yeah. Do I have to cook you to get it to
Set like
rise?
that.
Is my point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
baking
God.
in the sun
It's a 350.
with a natty daddy up there, way up there.
Way up there.
All right.
Long neck and all.
Yeah. So it's December now. We got Christmas coming up. We're going to be talking some Christmas stuff today on the podcast. So get some business out of the way. If you're listening to this, we stream this live on twitch.tv/Burly Bros. So if you want to watch it or join in our live conversation, we do a just chatting afterwards. So yeah, join us there. We're also anywhere you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. So give us follows there.
Even in the voices in your head.
Yeah. Also, let us know what kind of beers you want to see us drink because we're going to be testing beers. It's something we do on every show. And we're going to be telling you guys some beer history. But first of all, we got a segment I like to call Florida Man News.
Florida Man News.
So I'm going to be talking. I thought this was the perfect story. I was looking up some weird stories today, and this just was it was one of the first things I saw. And I don't think it could be more perfect. So this comes to you from the from shepherdexpress.com.
Seems legit.
Yep. I don't know. I'm going to trust that it's a real story. It sounds pretty cool. So about a year ago, Les and Paula Ansley of Mosel Bay, South Africa, stumbled upon a novel idea for a new type of spirit, which they called Indulvu Gin. Indulvu Gin. I don't know. Indulvu Gin. I'm going to call it that. During a safari, they learned that elephants eat a wide variety of fruits and flowers, but digest less than a third of it. As a consequence, in the elephant dung, you get the most amazing variety of these botanicals, Les Ansley said. Why don't we let the elephants do the hard work of collecting all these botanicals, and we will make gin from it?
Sounds like science to me.
Why indeed?
Sounds terrible.
Yes.
Okay, keep going. I'm intrigued.
Go on.
Yes. So they collect the gin's flavor as, or they collect. They describe the gin's flavor as lovely, wooded, almost spicy, and earthy. Earthy. I mean earthy. I don't know if that's like a slang for shitty.
I mean that's like earthy as in the most technical form.
Yeah,
in
the most. It's very, very earthy.
Scooping up dirt,
like manure earthy.
earthy.
So Ndlovu means elephant in the Zulu language.
Zulu.
Zulu.
So not even really clever with the name, eh?
Nah, not even that clever. Just called it elephant.
Elephant.
They should have called it elephant shit.
Elephant shit in Zulu
Elephant
language.
shit gin. Each bottle labels notes where the dung was gathered and when, in case you were curious of the shit you were
how much
literally
the original
drinking.
shit
Extremely
weighed?
curious. If I'm gonna put this in
Yeah.
my body, I want to know where this shit was coming from.
Yes.
The rectum.
Most people
Damn near killed him.
wrecked him. Damn near killed him. Most people are very keen to actually taste it. I wonder why. Bottle sells for almost about $32 a bottle, and I'm guessing it's not the steep price point of the bottle. I'm guessing it has more to do with the earthy taste than anything. I have a feeling that people don't like earthy tasting gin. I think that's about the only reason that people are not drinking this.
To be fair, though, they do have shit coffee, and that sells pretty well.
It's even more
That is
expensive,
true.
actually.
Yeah,
So-
that's very true.
Yeah,
I guess don't knock it before you try it.
I guess. I mean,
Gin is slightly, I guess, kind of earthy because it's pine needles-ish flavored.
I mean, yeah, gin's an earthier alcohol anyway. I just not sure that's the best.
I don't know if you should go that earthy.
It's a very diplomatic way to describe that it tastes like literal shit.
This coffee tastes like
Yeah.
shit, Basil.
because it is, Austin.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know. Beer, dung, it's all there in that story. It's all there.
You got
Has
alcohol.
everything.
You got
It
shit.
has a little bit of everything.
and you got
yes.
nature. All
That's
right.
pretty
Yes.
All right.
It's pretty neat. It's
neat.
nature.
That's pretty neat.
You can tell it's it's elephant shit by the way it is.
And the way it tastes.
Oh, God.
All right. So, moving on.
Moving up.
We got one more. I don't even know which story to cover. There's so many good ones. I think I'm going to cover this one.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Yeah. So, because this is just great. This is actual Florida man style news right here. So, Benjamin Schreiber took an unusual claim to the Iowa Court of Appeals, but was shut down on Wednesday, November 6th, according to the Washington Post. Schreiber, 66, was sentenced to life in prison in 1997, but in March of 2015, he suffered a medical emergency in his prison cell that caused doctors to have to restart his heart 5 times. Schreiber thus claimed that he had, albeit briefly, died, and therefore had served his life sentence and should be released. The district judge didn't buy it, though, saying that the very filing of the motion by Schreiber proved that he was still alive. The appeals court agreed, saying Schreiber is either alive, in which case he must remain in prison, or he is dead, in which case this appeal is moot.
He wasn't
So-
making the argument that he was continuously dead.
But he did serve his first life.
He made the
He
first
did
life-
serve his first
Yeah.
life sentence.
Because that's the thing, is like, I was actually wondering about this.
If
Because
you had a better lawyer, I'm sure he probably could get off.
See, that's what I think, because you can get multiple life sentences, right? Which
Yeah,
never
yeah.
made sense to me. Like, other than, I get that it's like you can keep convicting a guy over and over and over, so the families of the murdered ones or whatever can know who did it, and then this case is solved. But I mean, if you can give a guy multiple life sentences, and this guy only had one, and he did die once, 5 times actually. They said they restarted his heart 5 times.
See?
I feel like he's more than paid his debt to society at that point.
Or maybe it's zombies.
Yeah.
Maybe it's zombies. They're expecting you to come back as a zombie to serve you another life sentence.
That's true. They didn't talk about unlife sentences or undead
Or
undead life.
Re-life sentences?
I don't know.
Sentences? I don't know.
We gotta dig into the law books here. We gotta see what's going on.
Where's
with
the
Iowa's,
blue laws for
Supreme
this?
Court.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a blue law here
Next
there's
somewhere.
time,
gotta be. It's
Get our legal
somewhere.
books out. We'll be prepared.
Yeah.
There's got to be a state with some kind of zombie law. And I know that Lansing has a zombie outbreak plan.
Yeah.
And there's
That's 'cause we're the
another.
best.
There was another like whole state that their governor like implemented some kind of zombie outbreak plan, but I don't remember which state it was. Somewhere in the Southwest.
You never know.
New Mexico or something, which probably makes sense. I read about it last week, but I totally can't remember what state it was. So anyway, unrelated.
Where does Zombieland take place?
America.
New Mexico? Where was it?
Well,
Where
it's
is it? Hollywood.
California,
That's
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it starts there, but that's where it ends up
Yeah.
being.
Well, because they have
Oh.
different names of where they're from, I guess.
Yeah.
Tallahassee.
They-
Big Young. Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember if they like meet up in California or what.
I don't.
That's where the
remember.
end of the movie is, though. Bill Murray's mansion
Yeah.
and
I
the.
was
I
about
want
to
to say they actually meet up over a few different states, but I could be wrong.
That's what I
don't
thought
know.
too, but it's
I
been.
don't know.
I
No,
mean, how
they
much
have
gas
to.
can they
They
really
have
have,
to
though?
because they traveled quite a ways. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch again. I was somebody asked me last night if I'd seen number 2 yet, and I haven't. And I freaking want to.
You can drink number 2 as well.
I can. With what was it? Gin.
Lubu.
Yeah, elephant shit gin. Could drink number 2.
You could drink number 2.
Why drink the best when you can drink number 2? That's,
He was number
I,
1.
I should work in marketing. That was pretty great.
Why
So,
take a number 2 when you can just drink the poo?
Yeah, there we go. So, what do you got for us today, Beard Achilles? You got some Who the Hell Cares, right?
Sure, I can do the who the hell cares.
Yeah,
so
we found it.
I was scrolling through the social media and stumbled upon something that was a very interesting image.
Just
As
previewed it a little bit.
You just previewed.
Wrong button.
I thought it was a joke at first, but it is legitimately they're putting VRs on cows over in Russia to help their anxiety, or whatever you want to call it.
Cowsiety.
Cowsiety.
Yeah.
For milking. And
it must get pretty anxious.
yeah, I mean, having somebody pull on your tit must be really create some serious anxiety.
I mean, I've played some VR games, and I'm just wondering, like, how is this less stressful?
Well, I guess all they
Like
do is
Richie's plank walking experience. Okay.
I guess all it is like a picture of like some sunny meadow that they can look around in.
It's a video
Yeah,
of someone milking a cow.
oh look, we're in Russia. This is depressing. Shit.
I got this drunk Russian man yanking on my teats.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, there was a huge outrage about it. People are all like, "Oh,
I saw that.
How can you do that to the cows? It's not fair. You're giving them like blah 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 blah." Pretty much. I mean,
none of the outrage even made
Blah,
sense.
blah,
Like
blah.
I read a lot of it, and I was like, none of it. Like, I just couldn't make heads or tails of it.
that's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
was literally nonsense. Like I don't even know how to explain it because they were just saying you can't do that to animals. That's going against their rights. You're doing something that they don't want. Blah blah blah. It's like,
Or ones that I read were like, well, you're making the animals comfortable, but then you're stealing their milk from you, like evil capitalists. And
Yeah,
stuff
You're gonna
like
do it
that. And I was
anyway, so
like-
you might as well.
It's like, yeah, it's
enjoy
like
the
they're
view.
making the cow comfortable. Like the story sounds stupid on its face, but it sounds more stupid with the outrage.
yeah,
Like it sounds dumb, but it's like, okay, they're putting VR on cows, whatever. They're making them happy.
yeah.
Who cares?
Although it gives me an idea about taking my VR headset to work.
And putting it on your secretary?
No,
Is she a big lady?
just like
Oh, okay. Sorry.
when it gets
Go
like
ahead.
stressful at work,
Oh, okay.
pop on like
Pop on the VR.
Exactly.
take myself
you
to
go.
a meadow somewhere.
I should do the
On the
same, but
beach.
I'm a truck driver, so
You just do the
when
like-
it's icy roads out, I'll just put on a nice thing of me cruising down to Miami Beach.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do,
we'll
you
see
do-
if it
you
No
do the-
snow here.
Yeah.
You do the AR VR where like you have what you can see in front of you.
Oh,
but
yeah,
your
yeah, there
entire
we go.
Screen, like
Augmented
everything that's
reality,
in
yeah.
front of you is something different. George is at his desk, or Dirty Dan's at his desk, just doing his paperwork. Big old beach in front of him.
Yeah.
Dirty Mike's driving down. You can see his truck, but all of a sudden it's supposed to be ice and shit.
I
and they're
tried.
like-
I tried that with Pokemon Go, but I kept swerving Squirtles. So it was a road hazard. I was like,
Just
oh
wait till-
shit, Pikachu.
Just wait till Mario Kart AR is there, and then
Oh yeah.
your job's gonna be a lot more interesting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun
truck driver takes out 32 cars this day on the highway
with banana peels.
with banana peels.
With banana
and
peels.
he swung his.
Tried it before. Somebody pissed me off, threw a banana peel at him. Nothing.
O'Doyle rules.
Yeah,
O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle rules. Yep, I was disappointed, but you know they're okay.
But
they're not
I mean,
dead now, so
who?
I guess that's good.
Why is it such a big outrage? And who the hell cares that they're putting VR? Like, good for them for having the money to be able to like,
That's what I was thinking too.
let's put a couple $100 system on this cow that could potentially fling it and stomp all over it. Let's
But
do this.
I also think it goes against this notion that you hear all the time that farmers don't care about their animals. And having been a farmer most of my life and worked on farms, I just don't find that plausible. Especially like cows and horses and stuff. Like those are some big, I don't know. I just don't see it from the farmers I grew up around. Like
Well,
this
definitely-
whole, they're trying to make their cows comfortable and honestly like
Oh,
cows.
yeah.
Well, no, seriously, like when an animal. What are you talking about? Kissing booths for cows? What?
Kiss some cow in the butthole.
Yeah. No, but in all honesty, like animals, like the happier they are, the better they're going to produce for you on a farm anyway, as far
Yeah.
as milk or eggs or whatever. So, like, it just kind of cuts against that notion too that
That they're unhappy.
yeah, that cows or animal, yeah, farm animals are completely unhappy and they're treated like terrible, and
Yeah.
it's just not. Yeah,
Well,
not saying that couldn't happen, but it's just not generally the case.
Counterproductive.
Yeah, it is counterproductive because
Very
that's the thing.
counterproductive. You're
Is like
ruining your making. You're ruining your making. Like, you're not gonna make any money if you can't have happy animals that are producing products.
Well, that's the thing is even if it's not altruistic, like you are cutting into your own paycheck if you're abusing your animals or mistreating them. That's all I'm saying.
Misabusing.
You got there.
Misabusing, miss. I can't speak
You're
today.
you're not abusing right.
Can I
You're
ever?
misabusing.
Can I ever speak? I
No,
don't think
I
so.
can't either.
You can be
So.
overwhelmed and underwhelmed. You ever just be whelmed?
Yeah, I've never
I'm
whelmed.
whelmed.
I think I've maybe been whelmed once, but that sounds dirty if you say that. Yeah, I was whelmed that one time, real good. So
I whelmed the
No, I-
shit out of myself.
no idea where I'm going with this.
All right.
Sorry. Want to cue up the music? All right, we're gonna go into some beer tasting.
Beer.
All right.
Your segment.
We got some beers for you. Like always, got 4 new beers. We also have Dirty Dan, who's going to be going over what a Goze, however you want to pronounce it, Goose, whatever you got. Gooseneck.
Silly goose.
However you want to pronounce this
Silly
beer.
goose style ale.
This sour, salty beer.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like something completely different. I'm just going to end there, but all right.
Salty.
Yeah, just
Sour and salty.
So the beer on the menu today is the Goze beer, is how they say it's pronounced. It looks like it's spelled, or it looks like it would be pronounced Goze. So if you want to butcher it, you can continue pronouncing it that way.
Oh, fine.
bastards.
Yeah.
You got to be so mean.
But this is a warm fermented beer that originated in an unoriginal name, Goslar. So they didn't really go far with naming their beer. Germany. It's brewed with 50% of the grain bill being malted wheat. Its dominant flavors include lemon sourness, an herbal characteristic, and a strong saltiness that result from either local water sources or added salt. So if you don't have a salt water source around you, they tend to add salt to make it extra salty. They do not have a prominently hop bitterness, flavors, or aroma, with a moderate alcohol content of 4 to 5%.
Oh, this one's strong then. The one I bought a Goze tonight, and the one I got is actually a 7%.
Then this thing lies to me.
Well, that's just a general.
Yeah,
or an average,
it just happens to be this one. That's all.
But there's a certain German sort of, I can't pronounce the name, Reinheitsgebot.
Reinheitsgebot.
You're not saying your German words angry enough,
Reinheitsgebot.
okay? Add some. Yeah.
But they do not, it's basically sort of their way to sort of
Slap the table a few times, too. Come on, damn it.
standardize their
Nine.
characteristics for their beers. Which it doesn't meet the standards because it has the coriander and salt, but they have allowed a sort of exemption just based on a local specialty. This belongs to the same family of sour wheat beers, once brewed across northern Germany, of Belgian wheat beers. It looks like
they're hard to pronounce.
Berliner, but I know it doesn't. I looked it up, and it's not Berliner. It's
Berliner.
Yes,
I don't know.
I think that was it.
I can't
Weiss.
do it.
Berliner.
In Berlin, yes, Weiss.
Weiss.
So it had a disappearing act for most of its life. It started in the early 13th century.
I'm here, I'm gone. I'm here, I'm gone. I'm here,
Exactly.
I'm gone.
And then it disappeared in like the 1700s, and then it disappeared in like the 1800s, and it disappeared around World War II again. And finally, it started to make a comeback. One brewer in the United States that makes one is Sierra Nevada when they came out with their Ultra Vase. However, the only one that is the legitimate one that does not add sour flavors, artificial flavoring, is from 6 Point Brewery called the Jammer Goze, which is produced in Brooklyn, New York, and Memphis, Tennessee. So there's some fun facts about our Goze beers.
Yeah, so I actually like Goze beers, but I didn't know that the adding of what'd you say, artificial flavors and sweeteners and stuff like that. I mean, it seems to be a pretty common in them. If it doesn't make it an actual original one, I don't care. I think this one's be the same way.
Yeah, because the only one, like I said, was
Yeah.
because I don't know which one we got. You said it was
Not that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is a nightmare.
it's a nightmare.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about your beer real quick while I finish pouring?
All right,
these?
so
we're gonna
you
start
want to
with
hand me
one.
that can real quick there? Oh, thank you. So I got this Goze by Nightmare Brewing, which I know you probably can't see the can very well, but it's got some brutal artwork on it. Some guy got his stomach cut open, guts being ripped out.
It's pretty damn metal.
It's pretty damn metal. And actually, the funny thing about this brand, every single brew that they have has a pairing on their website for the best metal song you should listen to while you're drinking it. This one's Oceana,
I need my beers with metal pairings, man. That's all I'm saying. Like this is a thing that I
food pairings.
didn't know I needed it,
Right?
but now I need it.
Let me the Great Tribulation, Oceano, the Great Tribulation. So for any of you metalheads out there listening to our podcast, check out Nightmare Brewing. This one is Windlass of Erasmus, I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. But that's what we're going with. It's Goze ale with blackberries, blackcurrant, and black sea salt. So very black. You would think
Very
it'd be
black.
You would think it'd be a black metal song.
Yeah, I was
but it's
gonna
not.
say I actually made that joke when you first showed it to me. I'm like, did they brew this listening to black metal? And then you told me it was Oceano, which isn't. They're heavy, but it's not. Yeah, not
they're
black
heavy
metal.
as hell.
They are really heavy though, so it's pretty fitting.
You would think like
This is going-
Oceano would be like
Black metal is not. I've never heard a black metal song that was any good though.
the only band that was black metal-ish that I liked with was Behemoth.
Would that be considered black metal?
It's kind of like black metal, like deathcore black metal
Oh.
or death metal black metal.
Sorry, we're metalheads over here. So
Yeah, metal.
I would think with
I never
it-
thought of Behemoth as black metal.
I would think as
But,
like
yeah.
Oceano being such a heavy ass band, it would be like a stout or something really just thick and heavy. Because that's how Oceano is. I think
Yeah.
thick and heavy.
Or something Norwegian. Yeah.
I mean, they have a black
joking.
front man, so it would
Yeah.
have to be something dark.
Maybe that was the relation between the black current, the black sea salt, black front man.
And we're gone.
It wasn't racist. He's
It's just who he
black.
is.
He's black. He's a sick ass vocalist too.
Yeah, he is really good.
All
So
right. So this is supposed to resemble blood. Like literally, that's what it says on the
it
website.
looks like blood.
So we're starting
For
with
real.
Nightmare.
Yep,
Yeah.
Nightmare.
The Goze.
Oh, yeah,
That is sour.
that is good. I like sour things,
and salty.
so I
That's
always liked
good.
Goze beers, but
I like that.
this is a
sea
good
salt.
one. Yeah,
That sea salt is delicious.
yeah. Black currant you can taste. It's good.
Wow, I love black currant too. I don't know exactly what a black currant is, but I love the taste.
I don't
of
either,
it.
but I know that I like the taste of it. Yeah,
I had a vape juice that had
Isn't
black
it like
currant.
jelly?
Might be. I don't know.
Black currant.
I don't know.
I had a vape juice that had black currant in it, and it was one of my favorite vape juices ever.
It's definitely.
I could like it's sour enough that you wouldn't be able to chug this stuff, but I could drink a ton of this. Like this,
I
is
could almost
super
chug
good.
it, dude.
Yeah, I mean, for like when I did what was it? Founders makes one called a Green Zebra. That was the first time I had a Goze style beer, and that was this year. And I drank tons of that stuff. Like that was really good to me.
Was it as sour or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, definitely.
It has a slight.
That one's a watermelon one though. It's like watermelon and lemon and sea salt. So
Okay.
The initial drink has a slight skunkiness to it, but I kind of like it.
yeah, I don't know.
But then the end literally just tastes like I just got done eating a handful of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, that's the thing is that like if you like sour stuff and you're not huge on bitterness, it's not. I mean, there's no hoppy characteristic to it at all. It's just like sea salt and very sour, very
biting a
good. I don't know.
lemon.
I like it. It's very fruity and very sour. It's like drinking a Warhead beer.
Yeah, it's good.
Pretty much.
It's really good. I could
But-
drink a lot of those.
I'm a fan of that type of stuff. I could understand why some people aren't, but
All right, what do we got next?
Definitely my
Yooper
ballpark.
Ale.
yes.
This one just looks pretty. Like
Yeah,
the
so
color
this is
of it.
this comes from Michigan, but it comes from the UP, the Upper Peninsula of
Like,
Michigan.
the
Upper
color-
Peninsula.
The color of this beer is gorgeous.
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta say.
Yooper Ale.
So
Easy drinking pale ale.
yeah, this is just a pale ale
Straight from the source.
All right,
straight from the UP. So we're gonna try this out.
has a good smell. Good smell.
Yeah, it's a solid.
That's a really good pale ale.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's
That's
really
really
is
good. That's a good
I was like letting
drinker.
it kind of settle in for like the aftertaste,
Got
expecting.
it's got a nice smooth mouthfeel and like not too much
Yeah.
carbonation. Just
See?
That is really good for an IPA that we got out of a can, or no, for a pale ale we got out of a can. I'm surprised. It's really good.
yeah, I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I could drink that for sure.
Thanks, Upper Peninsula.
Yeah. So now we're gonna compare. That was a beer from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we're gonna go across to Wisconsin now.
Is this another pale ale?
This is naked. What is it called?
This is Totally Naked by New Glarus Brewing Company.
I literally just grabbed. So he got a bunch of New Glarus in our fridge right now, and I just grabbed the first one. So I didn't read about it.
Because Wisconsin's 3 miles away from my mom's house.
Yeah, there you go.
So what kind of beer is
I
it?
can see Russia from my house.
A boot.
What is that all about?
This is.
Got a long description on there.
That's not it.
What is this? What does all this stuff say?
Pure and crisp. This is a beer with nothing to hide. Wisconsin 2-row barley malt ensures a mellow and smooth body. We imported noble hop varieties from Germany and the Czech Republic to ensure a fine, mature aroma with no coarse bitterness. Expect this beer to pour a delicate golden hue that sparkles in the summer sun. This lager is brewed using all natural
lager.
ingredients, with
Okay.
no artificial additives of any kind. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the simple, unadorned flavor. This is a beer at its most basic. Totally naked. Best wishes. Donald and Deborah Carney.
Okay, yeah. So the name makes sense. Totally naked. Just a nice. What'd you
This-
say it was? Sorry.
Just a lager.
Just a lager. Yeah, just a
So-
nice lager without any special things added. It's got a really nice color.
I'm gonna say this.
It's very water.
This right here.
No, for a lager though.
This right here is like that generic
Yeah.
like beer mug picture you see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that color for that.
That's
Just,
what I'm saying. Is it's got
picture
that perfect,
perfect.
yellow color that you would take a picture of. But it smells good. It reminds me of Spotted Cow in a way which is also New Glarus, obviously. But what I feel like they do is they kind of just give you a good solid beer without a lot of bells and whistles. I guess not a lot of extra, but just like a solid.
Gets the job done.
Yeah, exactly.
this is a really good chugging beer.
I mean, Wisconsin is like home of the Pilsners, you know what I mean? So like as far as unflavored beers go, just like a solid lager or a solid, ale or a Pilsner or something, like I feel like they do this really well.
It's good, but for me, it's almost lacking some flavor.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Everybody has their own opinion, so
it's not my favorite by far, but it is
it's a really good if you want to get fucked
it
up
is a
quick.
solid. It doesn't have like too much it doesn't have too much skunkiness.
No,
It's just smooth and kind of
this is a really good. Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit around drinking all day. Kind
if
of
you're
beer.
if you're a
The
person
Wisconsin
who's just
lifestyle.
if you're a person who just likes to drink like a Bud Light or whatever
Yeah.
stuff like that, and you get this beer, you're gonna be happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The box says employee owned.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, now we're gonna get into my beer. I bought a raspberry ale from Dark Horse. Ale with raspberries added. I don't know if it says anything else. I was trying to figure out where Dark Horse is from. Oh, this is from Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah, Marshall, Michigan. So I thought it was Michigan, but I didn't know exactly where. So yeah, from Michigan to Wisconsin and back to Michigan again. Upper Peninsula, Wisconsin, Lower Peninsula. We're just doing a whole.
I don't even know where my
Whole
beer's
tour.
from.
Tour.
I don't know. What does it say on the can?
We'll figure that out.
Oh,
in a
okay.
second.
So yeah, just this.
I feel like we need some Katy Perry with this one.
This is just a raspberry ale.
Do you have
Nothing
Katy
too
Perry?
fancy. I don't.
Oh man,
You could sing Firework for me though.
I was thinking Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I'm thinking.
I didn't get the reference because I don't know Katy Perry's music. Oh yeah, I mean, it's got. Go ahead. To me, it's like a raspberry tea. It's like a,
Really?
but not like. What am I trying to say?
Not like brisk.
not like brisk and not like Arizona. But like if you ever get like a tea that just has raspberry, not the super sugary Arizona teas or something like that. This is what that tastes like to me. Like if you ever
But
just
it's not
you know what I
bad
mean?
by any means. It's
No,
just
it's nothing fancy. It's just a
Yeah.
beer. It's just an ale with a raspberry. It's nothing crazy.
See,
I like it
both
though. To be
states
honest,
can have that type of issue then.
no, I honestly like it. It's not. I mean, when you go from the first one, which is like really sour,
yeah.
and then you're moving to these other like more laid back,
Tamed.
tamed beers, it's a totally different world. Like when you go from the sourness of this to the laid back like aftertaste of raspberry and this, like it's a smooth beer with just enough, but it's not sugary or
Yeah.
overpowering.
It's not bad.
No, I could drink it.
Get some sugar and put it in there.
So I would definitely.
Oh my god.
You son of a bitch! Do you need a
Party
towel?
foul.
It sucks trying to move around all this shit.
That's okay. We can be right back. Just a second. We're gonna clean this up.
6.5 hours later.
All right.
right.
Hey, we're back.
What up?
I'm a fucking klutz.
Had a little bit of a spill there. So I don't even remember what we were saying. Just
You
talking
spanked him,
about
though.
the different beers.
Yeah. How we were just saying, like, we have one ridiculously different beer and then all the
Flavor
other three.
packed.
Yeah, I would say this would be my favorite this week. But I'm partial to Goze
Goze.
style ales anyway. So
Remember Rosa. Then you can remember Goze.
Goza, two of your beer flavors.
yeah, honestly though, I was kind of impressed with this Uper one for just a pale ale. I actually really dig it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I really enjoy this one a lot.
Yeah, it's
So,
like
that's 3 wins in a row for me.
I don't think I've ever won. I think I pick crappy stuff No, I don't pick crappy stuff.
Well, You picked.
Well, you did pick one crappy one.
I've only picked one that sucked, but I picked good stuff. Just I haven't had like a standout.
I feel like since mine is so much different, I don't want to put mine in the running. And if I had to pick, it would actually probably be the Uper beer.
Okay, so if we were taking the Goze style out, yeah, I would say the Uper beer. I actually really do like the Dark Horse though, but that's just me. I mean,
I like the Dark
it's
Horse.
subtle, but I like it.
the Uper one because it has a little bit more pungency, a little bit more punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
For flavor. But not
Honestly,
a whole
the
lot,
more I drink this Dark Horse though, the more I like it. That's the thing.
He's really trying to make a push.
I am. No, it's good though. It is.
Please believe me.
Maybe it's just because I'm a huge raspberry fan.
Yeah.
What about cranberries?
So cranberries?
What about
like the
dingleberries?
cranberries, like zombie?
Zombie.
I could go for that.
Eh.
All right,
My
so we'll
least favorite one though, and I would have to say, I'm sorry, Sandwich, if you're listening, but I'm gonna have to
New
go
Glarus?
Totally Naked was not my favorite.
She left us.
It was
She asked about the Wisconsin beers and then just left.
it's a little watery.
this one's the totally naked.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, but it would be my least favorite of these 4.
Yeah.
Not that any of them are bad, but yeah. So I would say for me, it's almost like these two would be tied for second because
So
I
that'd
do like
be
the raspberry,
the raspberry
the Uper,
and the Uper.
and the raspberry would be tied for second. The Goze would be my favorite, and then I would put the New Glarus, which isn't bad. I'd put that in last out of 4.
Yeah.
So,
4 out of 4.
but we did four solid beers tonight.
Yeah.
I think
Finally stepped your game up.
this is far and away the standout beer.
Oh yeah, like I
just-
will be buying that again
Yes.
at some point.
This
Not-
is a standout. The other ones are solid, but nothing crazy.
No.
Nothing super standout. Other than I do kind of dig that Uper one is better than I expected. I don't know. It's like kind of
Yeah.
I like it because it kind of blew my expectations a little bit.
Well, I mean, what do they do up there besides make beer?
Hunt.
Exactly.
They just shoot things
buckless
and
Uper.
drink
Beer.
the buckless Uper. I was talking about that with somebody last night. How they need to see Escanaba into Moonlight. Go check it out.
Chevy
if you've never
took a
seen
shit.
it. Yeah. Chevy shook a shit. All right. So, excuse me. What
So
A
that,
magical blend of barley, hops, and
Yeah.
delicious alcohol.
We'll keep talking about the delicious barley, hops, and alcohol, and get into our main subject tonight. So, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. We're talking about Christmas movies, some of our favorites, some of the worst, and unconventional Christmas movies. So, do you want to kick us off, Beer Achilles, with some of that?
Oh, what would we like to start with? Let's start with some of our favorites.
Do we just want to talk about our favorites first? We'll
Yeah,
just kind of
let's go-
get those out of the way,
let's,
and then we'll move into the unconventional stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
And just to be fair, I will leave my favorite unconventional ones out of it till we get to that argument.
Is Metal Gear Solid a Christmas movie? We can't. I don't think it falls in that
The
category.
first one, the first one's a Christmas.
it does
Christmas-
happen
no.
during winter.
It does in Alaska. I could see it. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and grant it.
One of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Actually,
choice.
that's what I was gonna
Solid.
say too.
Like
I love that
by
movie.
far, if I don't watch that at least half a dozen times, if not more, during the Christmas season, did I really celebrate Christmas?
Is it really Christmas?
Is it?
I don't know. I just
don't believe
love that
so.
movie. And I love Tim Allen in that career aspect of his life. Like he was just a solid, funny actor, and was a good movie. Like,
Yeah,
it was
I'm
damn good
a
movie.
Tim Allen fan, and I grew up on that one. And
It's got a few people like that. Bernard, I feel like he's sort of done more stuff ever since then.
he did,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
he did that Numbers show. Do you
That
guys remember
Numbers
that?
show and-
was
yeah.
it called Numbers?
Well, I mean,
The one where he was a mathematician that solved crimes.
he got his,
I don't know.
He got his career started in the second Adam Family movie. That little
You know,
boy from camp.
I'm never been an Adams Family fan. Family fan. Never. I don't know.
Judge
This is me.
Reinhold. I don't know if that's a name or like a title.
Judge Reinhold.
Yeah, he was Neil, the guy with the sweaters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What,
I was
he
like,
was in
why
a lot
you-
of stuff too, but
I
yeah.
was trying to think who you were talking about. Then I was like,
Neil.
oh yeah, the ugly ass sweaters.
Has Charlie done anything since Santa Claus 3?
No.
No.
Was it even the same Charlie in Santa
It's been
Claus 2
yeah,
and
it's the
3?
same one in
Was
every
it?
single movie.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. I haven't never seen 3. Saw 2. Didn't hate it, but
Santa Claus 2. Santa gets laid.
Santa gets slayed.
Yeah, Santa gets slayed. For me, my favorite Christmas movie I have to watch every year is Christmas Vacation. That is a classic
Oh,
for
yeah.
me. I love it. You know what? I wish I would have clipped something from that to put up there.
Shitter's full.
But yeah, that is to me probably my favorite Christmas movie. I always watch that one. And then like Home Alone. Home Alone's one I like.
I do like Home Alone.
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but I just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like one of those movies like, oh, that's on. I'm going to watch that.
Yeah,
It's a good movie,
exactly.
but
It's not like
It's not like when you're like, I'm going to set out to watch this movie multiple times throughout the year.
My sister constantly references songs and just to that movie. Like, I don't know why that's the movie she picked. But she's like, oh, this reminds me of Home Alone.
Every time she hears a Christmas movie or Elvis song. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the music in it is pretty iconic.
But the funny thing is that like that's one of the songs that's actually kind of major in that movie, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But every single time I hear it, all I can think about is Santa Claus when he's cooking that he's
turkey?
cooking that turkey and he burns the shit out of it.
Everyone goes to Denny's. That movie's so sexist.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
It's like only single dads burning the turkeys.
Yeah, burning the
Have to go to
turkeys going
Denny's.
to the Denny's. Well, the Asian group's there.
Yeah, true.
And they're out of
True.
chocolate milk. Damn it. All right,
Asian
anyways.
group. When you said that, I was thinking of the other one, the Christmas Story, where
Oh,
they sing fa ra 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 ra.
absolute most unfavorite Christmas movie.
I
of
know
mine.
it's your. I
hate
enjoy
that
it.
movie.
Yeah, and it plays like 24 hours a day.
I know, I
It's
hate
I'm like,
that
why
movie.
would you pick that one?
I like parts of that movie a lot, but yeah, I mean, I honestly don't even remember the last time I actually sat down and watched it on purpose or all the way through. Like, I don't hate it though, but
I don't know. I can't stand that movie. It's cringeworthy to me.
Yeah.
is it?
Like it's cringy.
Yeah. I can understand that. There's parts of it I like, but
All right, Dirty Dan, what is your favorite Christmas
I
movie?
actually did not really watch that many last year. So
What the
to
hell,
say-
man?
I know. I was a Scrooge last year, but
it's a good one.
I guess one of my go-tos would probably be the Santa Claus. Sometimes Santa Claus 2, we do the Grinch a lot, the Jim Carrey one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say
My
different
daughters-
though.
But the cartoon one.
For
I don't
me,
know.
it's the cartoon
Yeah.
one's by far my favorite.
And then I also tend to watch Polar Express. Although my sister hates that one, so that's
Never
probably
seen
why.
it.
I didn't like it. That's yeah.
Never seen it.
But we had a kid from my basketball team that everyone thought looked just like the main character. So that's probably what, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I,
would
don't
have
know.
to say-
I saw it once and I don't remember really caring about it.
I'm gonna go a little off topic. My favorite Hanukkah movie.
Eight
Eight
Crazy
Crazy
Nights. That is a good one. Yeah. I
Eat
actually
that
really like that
nut
movie.
strap, biatch.
I have my fingers in your mouth, kitty, but I don't feel no teeth.
Those are all good.
That's a technical foul.
Yeah.
So many good songs in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
What about like worst though? There's probably some
movies?
other favorite
Worst.
ones I could think of, but like worst Christmas movies.
To be this past weekend over the holidays.
I almost feel like it's too easy to do
We-
because you could just point it.
yeah, any sort of made for TV movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Hallmark.
Yeah.
Anything
Like
Hallmark.
anything
puts out.
Hallmark, but I don't want
This
to.
past
go
week
that
we
route.
watched there was two movies.
Fred
Same,
Claus.
very similar name,
Oh,
similar concept. It was the Christmas Prince and A Princess for Christmas. I did not vote for these. I was outnumbered. And
Liar.
I found out that there's a castle in Sweden, or there's like they had the same castle in both those movies.
okay.
So it's a very popular Christmas Prince
Castle
castle
Prince,
location
Christmas thing. Yeah.
So, but those ones, not impressed. So
Yeah, I could imagine not. Sorry, before I say any like bad ones, there's a couple like that I do want to mention real quick, which would be any of like the Muppets Christmas Carol. There's a lot of good Christmas Carol movies. The Jim Carrey one was good. I really want to see Home Alone 2 this year because I keep saying that I haven't seen that one since I was a kid. Like I watch Home Alone quite often, not on it's on. I just watch it. But I don't remember the last time I seen Home Alone 2, and I don't remember hardly anything about it.
I don't
How do
really
you
know.
So I
lose
feel
the
like
same
I
kid
want to
twice?
see. Yeah, exactly. That's
They
why
must
I want to
hate that
watch it. Because
kid.
I'm like, how did they fuck this up 2 times? Like, was it 2 years in a row? I don't remember. Like, how do you do that?
young?
did you
Yeah.
catch how they forgot him though?
No, I don't remember anything about 2.
In the first movie,
I remember
when he spills
Trump's
the
in
pop,
it and Tim Curry, and that's all I remember.
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Number
Okay,
2.
I'm saying in the first
Yeah.
one though.
Oh,
When he
yeah,
spills the
I
pop,
watched it the other
They
day.
used his plane ticket to clean up and gets thrown away with the napkins. And so they didn't have an extra plane ticket when they were at the
Okay, I did not catch
I
that.
never noticed that.
I've never noticed that.
That makes sense why they were like, why do we have an extra plane
Because
ticket?
I was at your house last week watching this.
Number one.
And one of the things I pointed out was I'm like, yeah, how did they not notice an extra plane ticket? Or, I mean, there's a million other things they should have noticed. Like, oh, there's like 9
Where's
of
the
you?
annoying one?
There's 9 of you, and you couldn't possibly have the ability to check on your only kid or Yeah, they have 2 kids.
Buzz.
They checked on Buzz. Like
They did
just
count.
because one person
That
doesn't
neighbor
count
kid-
it. Yeah.
That neighbor kid screwed the
No,
count.
I got that. But in the however long it took, the next 45 minutes to get to the airport, as a parent, you don't even once check on your kid and say, hey, did you bring this?
He wished
or
they were
that?
never
Yeah.
around. So
I don't know.
it's like good riddance.
Good
I don't know.
riddance.
Maybe I'm
Bye,
just not
Bye,
a
Felicia.
Maybe I'm just not a completely awful human being or parent, and I would have actually looked at my kids in their face one time before they got on a plane.
Overrated.
No,
Overrated.
No, who does that? Back to worse.
Back to worse.
Worse.
I feel like I had some earlier, and I'm just blanking right now. I was trying to buy time to remember. I did have some.
Shall set you free.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I've never fully seen it, but what I have seen of it, which I couldn't even remember or tell you much about it, but Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
No,
you know what?
come
I
on.
did see
It's got Paul
most of
Giamatti
it.
in it.
I don't know.
And
That
I
was-
like Vince Vaughn, but I couldn't stand that movie.
That was pretty bad. Like from
The
what I
Santa
watched.
Claus 3 with
Santa Claus 3 was terrible.
yeah, it was
Took a
terrible.
nosedive.
I saw part of it. I never watched the whole thing. I just couldn't.
I don't. I think I've sat down and watched the whole thing once, and just
Yeah,
because I've
you're-
watched every other one. But
I've done that with a lot of bad movies. I did finish Ghost Rider 2 one time, so
I'm looking at a list here, and I have to actually disagree with one here. Has anybody ever seen Jack Frost, the one where his dad
Yep.
turns
I
into
didn't-
a snowman?
I didn't like
did.
that one.
You didn't?
No.
I like it.
I know a lot of people did. I didn't really care for it.
I don't know. I
But
like it.
I don't remember it very well either.
You have,
So
you have no heart then, man.
Yeah, you have no heart. His dad.
honestly, I
He
remember
comes
none
back
of it.
as a snowman
And
to
to-
redeem
yeah, he's
himself.
dead, right?
yeah, he
yeah.
dies, and he
Isn't
comes-
it? Isn't it?
It's Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
How can you not like Michael Keaton?
You know what? I feel like I should like this movie. I just don't remember liking it. Like I remember not liking it, but I don't remember why. I watched it when I was a kid. I
Because you
just
have
need to
no
give another
soul.
chance. I
Another
guess.
movie. I don't know if I hate it, but another movie that's just kind of like I've seen it and I just kind of forgot about it was Christmas with the Cranks.
I vetoed
Oh, my
that one
wife
this past
watched it
weekend.
last week, and I watched most of it with her.
I vetoed it. That was
I didn't
an
like
option.
it the first time I watched it. The second time, it was not as bad.
But it's still just one
Still
of those
don't
movies
really
like
care.
meh, whatever.
I could go without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Elf's a good one.
Did you
though.
know that they made a Christmas Vacation 2 without Chevy Chase in them, and it just
Yeah.
had, oh gosh, what's his name?
I can't remember, but I know. What
Anyway,
you're talking
I've never seen it, but it looks awful. So
All
I'm
right.
just gonna put that on there.
about. Let's I'm gonna move it into another kind of different little section here.
Yep.
With Christmas movies, ones you shouldn't like, but you do like,
Oh,
like Jingle All the Way with Arnold
that
Schwarzenegger.
one, yes.
You shouldn't really like that because that's cringy
It's
as hell.
pretty stupid, but I love it.
But it's a great.
I think I've
movie.
seen it once, but I also think I vetoed that one this past week.
I watched it as a kid, and then I watched it again a few years ago with my wife, and I was like, this movie is
This
Great.
dad's just
It's so
trying
bad,
his
but it's
damn
so
hard
great.
out to find this stupid ass action
people are
figure.
so awful. Sinbad was in that.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a total jackass.
Got a bomb.
Phil Hartman.
There's some sick people in this world. Sick people.
What's the line? He's like, "Who told you could eat my wife's cookies?
Those
That's
are my
great.
cookies.
Get my cookies back now." Yeah, I don't know. I love that movie. It's probably not good.
All these references are going over my head.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
see it.
Another movie I'd recommend that's actually pretty newer, came out last year, was The Christmas Chronicles with
Russell? Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell is that who it is?
I have no idea. I don't know what this is.
It's a Netflix original. It's actually a pretty damn good movie.
Oh,
He like crashes and he has
Yes.
to find all his deer and save Christmas and
Yes.
the kids help.
I
It's
do know
actually-
what
it's
it
a
is
pretty
now.
damn good movie for
Yeah.
a newer Christmas movie because I feel like nothing's coming out
yeah,
recently.
with Snake Plissken. Guy plays. Yeah, Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Nothing's really came out in
See,
the
you always got to go back to Metal Gear Solid.
I know. I just did it just to annoy you that time.
It's like the seven. It's like seven. Well, it's the 7 steps to Kevin
It
Bacon.
was New York. Yeah, it was New York. Escape from New York, but yeah,
Do we need to have a intervention?
convention
for you?
intervention. I haven't played a Metal Gear Solid game in like 2 years, so it's all good.
But anybody else seen any like newer Christmas movies that they have kind of been actually impressed with?
I honestly, I don't even remember the last time I watched a new Christmas movie. Like just something that was.
I just watched
not a
The
classic.
Christmas
or whatever.
Prince and The Princess for Christmas.
I'll give an unpopular opinion.
You like those two?
No. I'll give an. Sorry, go ahead. Go with what you're saying. I thought that was it.
He was just making a joke.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I never really cared for any of the Charlie Brown holiday specials of any kind.
They're just slow
right
and
there with you.
They're slow.
Thank you.
There's not-
Sorry,
it's
just don't.
Just can.
I feel like you're supposed to like them,
You're supposed to,
but I
hate
just
'em.
don't care. Like at about
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
I just
hard
don't-
pass. Isn't it weird that like the whole Christmas season, movies, music, and everything like that, it's just kind of like I don't want to say stuck in a rut, but it's kind of stuck in a rut. Like it like had this area where everything was created.
Yeah, you're right.
Movies,
Where they were
music,
making
and
new stuff
everything,
all
like,
the time.
and then it just kind of hit where these are the classics, and this is what you listen to, this is what you watch, and there's nothing new that's going to come
Every
out.
year
That's
we're
So like
we're
modern
reliving.
movies.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they haven't started recreating these.
Every
movies
year
a
we're trying to
bunch yet.
relive the Christmas from the 1950s.
Yeah.
It's true though. Like we really are. Like whenever the hell Rudolph came out, like that's about it. Like Bing Crosby and all those people were
White
making Christmas
Christmas?
songs.
White Christmas,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, it's just weird that like that is the
I just meant
Christ-
music wise too. Like
Yeah.
Baby It's Cold Outside and all this stuff. It's
like that's the
Roughly
Christmas
the
Or as I like
spirit.
to call it, Christmas Rape.
Christmas Rape, the Christmas Rape song.
Good song.
It's a good song.
oh, what's in this drink? So
What's in this drink? Hey, what are you doing?
Oh no, don't put your fingers there.
yeah, I don't know. You're right though. Like there have been. I don't know if they just don't get the same feel to them anymore.
Atmosphere
Like
or
somebody's
whatever.
lost that. Because I feel like there's been a couple movies in my lifetime that have caught that feel or been able to do something that was funny, that kind of recaptured that imagination, like the Santa Claus, or funny, just like Christmas Vacation, or kind of caught the magical feel. Like I feel like the Jim Carrey one, the Christmas Carol with him in it. I feel like that kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is also based on an older
See, because
Charles Dickens book.
those
so.
50 ones, it's different feeling because, I mean, today people always like, oh, they're so disconnected and whatever. Like, they're knowing, like, family's not as important and everything. So
It's all about the presents. It's all about
Yeah.
those Benjamins being spent.
I mean, the
I
family
just
dynamic
noticed you
has
were improperly
changed.
packaged, my dear.
Yes.
I don't know. I was just thinking that's kind of an interesting thing that
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that, but it's pretty true.
It says boomers.
boomers.
Yeah.
Boomers know how to do it.
No, it would have been. Yeah, I guess it would. No, it would have been pre-boomers.
It would have been great boomers.
It would have been the greatest generation, actually.
Greatest generation, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have that list still of some unconventional Christmas movies? This is something I like to get in drunken
give me-
brawls over every year for Christmas.
Just give me a brief moment to
Yeah.
switch some pages around.
So
here.
basically, we're going to be talking about movies, and we're going to give our opinion on if it is a Christmas movie or whatever, stuff like that,
All right.
because there's a lot of
So we're just gonna start
controversy.
Start this off with the one that Dirty Mike's been waiting for the entire fucking time. Guarantee it. Like the moment we
I
start,
got a
this,
couple I'm waiting for, but okay.
we started this podcast, and this is the first thing he wants to talk about. Guarantee. Die Hard.
It's got to be said. It's got to be said. The record has not been put straight. And I feel like I came up with a theory about it this week that kind of
See, this is how long he's been
why
thinking
this
about
is
it.
a Christmas movie. Oh, I think about it. Well, were you there last year when we did the Die Hard Christmas party?
I wasn't there. I think I was working or something.
I also have a Die Hard Christmas sweater. I'll wear it one of these times. But I'm just trying to understand how Die Hard.
Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah, there we go.
Merry,
Just keep hitting it. Just keep hitting it.
Merry,
Merry Christmas. you
Mary, did
filthy
you know?
animals. I didn't put Yippee Ki on there though. I should have.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah. So I just want to know how that movie, Home Alone, is a Christmas movie and Die Hard is not. Because the way I see it, they're both about a lone man defending a building on Christmas Eve from robbers, and there's Christmas music and snow and family. What's the difference?
You're right.
One of them's
I mean,
R-rated. That's about it.
They never open Christmas presents in either movie.
In either movie.
on Christmas
yes.
Day.
Yes, and they both take place
Unless
on
you count
Christmas
family
Eve and Christmas
as being
Day.
the best Christmas present ever.
Ooh, well then both
Oh.
cases then it's
Yeah,
a
both
Christmas
cases,
movie.
they're
There
both
you go.
Because John McClane gets his family back, so we think. Well, actually, up through 2, he's still with Lucy, and then by 3, they're divorced.
Good
Or
job.
not
If you
Lucy.
consider-
Why did I say Lucy? That's his daughter's name.
That's
Oh, whoa, that's weird.
That is
see,
weird.
you do like Charlie Brown.
What is his freaking wife's name in Die Hard? Doesn't matter. Anyway,
Dirty skank.
seriously, I haven't heard anybody tell me a good argument of why Home Alone is a Christmas movie and Die Hard isn't, other than one's rated R. Like,
I think PG-13 is the
Same.
cutoff for Christmas movies.
is it? Is there a hard and fast rule about ratings with Christmas movies?
Oh.
If there's more than one fuck in the movie,
Yeah.
I don't know
It's not-
because there's that whole Harold and Kumar Christmas special.
That's true, and it has
That's a
Christmas in the
fantastic
name,
movie.
and it's
That-
got rated
That's rated R.
Yeah, for sure.
that's a thing.
Yes, there's a Harold and Kumar Christmas movie.
Interesting.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Basically, if Mrs. Claus has a nude scene, is it still a Christmas movie? That's what I want to know.
Wait, who's playing Mrs. Claus?
Anybody, you know?
I don't know then.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was going to come up. Olivia Munn. I don't care.
Sure. Oh, then it's a Christmas
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie, right?
Because everybody wants that present.
Yeah. Where if it's Kathy Bates, horror movie.
Horror movie. Rosie O'Donnell.
Ugh. Not even, yeah. So, yeah, I don't, if that's the only argument that it's rated R, I mean.
Didn't that come out in theaters around Christmas?
Of course, yeah, it did. In
Yeah, I thought so.
1988 or 89.
88.
88, yeah. Well, yeah, so it's easy to get confused. It's right at the end of 88, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's basically, like, I could make more arguments, but I feel like that's just it. Like,
Is Star Wars a Christmas movie if it comes out around Christmas every single time?
Well, there's no Christmas in the Star Wars universe.
Comes
There's no
out
Santa.
there.
Yeah, but that's not a Christmas movie. Just
You
'cause
don't
it
know
comes
if there's a
out.
Santa in the universe?
Well, I mean, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I'm just doubting it. You know,
It's Vader.
reasonable doubt.
It's Vader.
Well, he does
Yeah.
a just awful job, just terrible. He does know when you're sleeping though. I mean, he's got
knows-
remote viewing with the Force, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I was just saying, like, it just because it goes into theaters around Christmas isn't what I meant, but it is Christmas based.
It has Christmas
the music
aspects to it.
the themes, the family, all of it. Christmas party.
One I saw on a
What's the-
list that
oh, yeah,
I
go
did.
ahead.
I like. I don't know if I would consider it a Christmas movie. There was Christmas in it. There was presents. Was Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, it's got a
yeah.
kind of a Christmassy theme. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I haven't seen it.
Because I know we mentioned that last time with the.
I have to watch it again.
We mentioned it before.
No, I know. We did mention it last week because we were talking about dark comedies about that and The Nice Guys.
Yep.
I love that movie, but it's been a minute since I've seen it, and I do remember the Christmas themes. And there's like some Christmas music, and
He
they're at
steals
a-
the toy. That's why that's when he
Yeah.
gets his acting job.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's more of a case to be made for other movies that are based around Christmas time than that one, but I would be willing to hear a case for it for sure.
He was sacrificing himself to get a toy around the holidays.
Yeah,
And they went to Christmas parties. There was Christmas parties. There was like ladies in cages. Like,
so I guess
Cages.
as far as like a dark ladies in cages, as far as a dark comedy goes, that would be like the dark comedy Christmas movie.
yep.
That's a good idea. I never thought about that. Now I got to watch Kiss Kiss
Add it
Bang
to your
Bang
list,
this
everybody.
year for Christmas. Just adding a whole bunch of stuff. What else is on the list?
Let's go a little bit horror. Krampus.
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 So I've never
Krampus?
seen the Krampus movie, but I've seen another one that I think was actually really great called Rare Exports, and it was another Krampus one, but it's Swedish. You can watch. It was on Netflix for a long time.
Is Krampus the one that Dwight does? Is that who he celebrates? In The Office?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sick bastard would.
But-
sick bastard.
I know there's a few different Krampus movies, so the only one I can speak to is the one I said. It was called Rare Exports, and it was a Swedish one. And this kid, like, I don't remember the whole plot of it, but I remember like chases like this Krampus down and finds this like warehouse of like evil Santas or something, like demon. It's actually a really good movie. It's like a good B horror movie. It's actually, I don't know, I liked it a lot.
I feel like with anything,
Totally a Christmas movie though.
you got the good and you got the light and you got the dark with every single thing.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm sure there's bad Krampus movies. That's the only one I can speak to.
no. I'm saying like, so you got all these, you got Santa and all this.
Oh,
stuff,
yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
There's got to be some sort of dark, like a bad.
Well, there was in,
Like a bad Santa?
No one would argue that Santa Claus is Coming to Town or whatever that one is called is not a Christmas movie. And there's like the evil Frost dude and stuff in that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like Krampus is the evil Santa, pretty much. Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
So I feel like even though it's not your traditional take on a Christmas movie,
I don't see
being-
how it's not a
being-
Christmas movie though.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying being that it's actually part of like an old like Christmas tradition,
Yeah.
like stories and everything like that. Anything to do with Krampus would be a Christmas
And
movie.
he
Well, that's
is
what I was
climbing
agreeing
in
with
your
you.
windows and he's snatching
Snatching
your children.
people up,
Snatching
trying to
people up.
rape them.
But I don't know.
Kids, hide your wife. Okay.
I feel like right there, at least for me, that I feel like that's a pretty solid argument for any Krampus movie.
I don't see how. I don't even see like. I guess I could hear an argument, but I don't see how it's not
Yeah, he's
a
literally
Christmas
got
movie. That's literally what
story
it's about.
from ever ago. Like there was, I feel like a lot of these movies on this list I haven't even seen. That's Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is kind of a Christmas movie. So here's my argument.
So who's the bad guy in Iron Man 3?
Iron Man
the
3
bird one?
No, it's a Mandarin sort of.
I'm
I don't want
trying
to
to-
like spoil it if anybody hasn't seen it, but I mean probably everybody's seen it. It's
came
been
out
out for a long time,
2013.
so spoil okay. But it's Cillian Murphy, that's a freaking actor. It's gosh, what the hell's his name? Anyway, it's a guy. It's the Mandarin, but he's not really the
wrestler?
Mandarin. There's like a guy behind him pulling the strings. Is what I'm trying to say. I just can't.
Oh,
think of his
okay.
name
I
right
kind
now.
of remember this one. It's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've seen it.
It's Killian, but I can't remember the other part of his name. But anyway,
Murphy.
no, that's the actor. That's what I started saying earlier. But with Iron Man 3, I don't remember specifically.
Aldrich.
No.
Yeah, that's what
Aldrich
I
Killian? No.
Killian Aldrich.
You're just going to keep distracting me from making my point.
Yes,
I don't remember so at the end he like blows up all his Iron Man suits. I don't remember if that was like a Christmas present to his wife because I feel like that would make it easier to make
I
the
feel like
Was she even in it?
argument.
Like, she was
She's
in
in it a
one.
lot.
She was in one.
No, she's in 3 a lot.
Oh,
She's
she
in
is?
3 a lot.
She
yeah.
gets superpowers in
I
3.
feel like that's the only Christmas aspect of that movie because I'm pretty sure he
he
does-
crashes in the snow and he gives there's like minor Christmas aspects, like really
Yeah.
background, but I don't know if I consider it a Christmas movie unless you want to make the argument that there's like fireworks at the end and he gives his wife a big gift. But
What's bigger than blowing up your suits?
blowing up billions of dollars of Iron Man suits? I don't know.
I don't know.
It is the biggest Christmas gift ever given, so maybe. Yeah, that could maybe.
Yeah.
It's loose.
Greatest.
I
Christmas
hate
gift
just
ever.
calling everything a Christmas movie though, just to try to like. I actually do believe Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I don't want to cheapen that by saying everything is a Christmas movie. Like I feel like there's a much better case to be made for Die Hard than
Yeah, I would have to
Iron
say
Man
so.
3. So yeah,
How about Batman Returns?
yeah, kind of. It's all Christmas based.
It
Isn't
is.
Yeah, that's. I know it's gonna be unpopular to say this, but that's like my least favorite Batman. I don't know why I never liked that one.
I don't
I hate it, but
I don't know.
I never really liked it that much.
I'm unbiased on all of
don't-
it because I don't really like Batman in general. So
Plus, I
Yeah.
don't remember the older Batmans, but not Christmas related. But I feel like Mr. Free or Doc. I don't know. Is
that
it-
one wasn't.
Mr. Freeze.
See, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, I know
Is
he's
it
a
Mr.
doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor, but they
he
call him
goes by
Mr. Freeze. That's what always throws me off about that.
And then the Doctor Frozen or whatever the hell isn't what was the other ice guy or something? I don't know.
Beats me, man.
There's another DC character that goes by Doctor, but he's not even a doctor.
Yeah.
Can he find his super suit?
Where's my super suit?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Batman Returns has got a lot of. It's all based around Christmas, pretty well.
Yeah.
I would say that one's more of a Christmas movie. It actually makes me want to watch it again this Christmas to remember. I don't know. I watched it as a kid and wasn't a huge fan of it, but I might enjoy it more as an adult.
He didn't have a cool Batman voice. I think that sort of.
I feel like he made a good Bruce Wayne, but his Batman, he didn't have the he didn't have the scary.
Where are the drugs at?
Yeah.
Swear to me.
Yep. He didn't have that going for him. So, what's next
I
on the
fight
list?
crime in a rubber suit.
Yeah.
Really seals in the flavor.
I overfed these men.
We could just quote College Humor Batman all day because that is like. If you guys haven't watched it, what's the one called? Batman, all he thinks about is sex or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
freaking great. Or the one where he's trying to solve the riddle.
Is it a helicopter? It's a helicopter, isn't it?
Give me a shot. I'll riddle you.
Helicopter.
No, you idiot.
He has a helicopter.
I don't know. I feel like it's in a lot of like
Gremlins was one, right?
Gremlins was one.
Gremlins is kind of a Christmas movie, but I haven't seen it since I
don't think
don't
I've
remember
ever
much
seen
about
it.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not
I
supposed to
can't-
feed them after midnight or something.
Yeah, you're not supposed to feed them after midnight. They turn into little shits after that.
I mean, the town is like closed down because of like a snowstorm and Christmas and stuff like that. It's definitely a Christmas. It all takes place in the week of Christmas, so.
but I don't
remember a lot. I've seen it once. I really don't know a lot about Gremlins.
I don't really remember anything being that Christmas specific or anything.
Did they
like-
get them for
I think
Christmas?
there
I don't-
is.
I don't think so. I think that was before Christmas when they got them.
Yeah, it was before,
Okay.
but not much before. So there's like a traveling salesman, so I think it was like a time-sensitive deal.
Oh, we gotta hurry up and get these fuckers off.
Like, we can't really put it in a package either. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
That's what I'm feeling like with a lot of these movies. Like a lot of these unconventional
Yeah, I feel like I want to
Christmas
give
movies.
these a second chance.
are movies that
Maybe we should do a follow-up. Maybe we should watch all these and like do a follow-up.
Take notes.
follow up
Yeah.
of the unconventional Christmas movies.
You're like, here's the analysis. Here's
Like
the opinion.
Edward Scissorhands. I've seen that movie.
I've never seen it actually.
but I can't remember which parts of that would actually been like Christmas-esque.
I think I heard my wife like being like, she's probably seen that movie a billion times. She'd probably come in here and tell us all. I can't tell if she's yelling at the kids or at me.
Just assume it's you.
Yeah, I always assume it's me. But yeah, I don't know. I've never seen Edward Scissorhands, so I can't help you there. I know it's got Christmas music and it's like snowing and stuff.
Right?
Speaking of ones that people like that you should probably like, I don't know if you should like them, but I feel it's on Netflix all the time. It started the movie where like with all the superstars in the same movie. Love Actually, I think it is.
Oh, I've never seen that either. I know what it is, but yeah.
No clue what you're talking
It's got
about.
like a bunch of A-list actors.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's all I know about it.
exactly. It started a trend.
It's a
that
Christmas
killed
movie, right?
movies
I don't know.
Overall,
What was your point about Love Actually? I kind of got lost.
like I feel like everyone likes that one, and it's just everywhere constantly,
yeah.
and I don't know.
We just need more Christmas movies where things get blown up and German terrorists get kicked out of tops of buildings. That's all I'm saying.
Back to Die Hard.
That's why, because they have the same guy.
It's better than Love
Back to
Actually.
Die.
That's all I'm saying.
It's got
That's
Snape
true.
in both movies.
Does it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Before he kicked the bucket.
Yep. Yeah, he died young too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, he didn't really start acting until he was old either. Like I
No.
think Die Hard was his first movie.
I know that's what's crazy about the
Yeah,
whole thing.
he was good in it too, but it's nuts. Had to have been in his 40s maybe.
It was 50s.
When he started Die Hard?
okay,
No,
okay.
maybe late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't think he was that old.
I
but-
thought you meant when he died.
No, I think he was like 60 something when he died. He wasn't super old.
So, let's rattle off some of our favorite Christmas songs.
Christmas songs? You go ahead. Go ahead.
I
I'll
feel
tell you
like-
my least favorite that I hate with
I feel like
everything
Dirty
in
Dance probably got this one solid in the bank. Probably can just rattle them off.
Like the two that I think epitomize Christmas the most for me is the Christmas song by Nat King Cole
me. Oh yeah, okay.
and Sleigh Bells. I think it is. I think Carpenter has a version. I don't know, but I feel like those two get the most epitomize the Christmas spirit.
I feel like top two off the top of my head: "Carol of the Bells."
Yeah.
And then probably
What are
God
the
Rest
lyrics,
Ye
though?
Merry, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Okay. For me, whenever I hear White Christmas the first time, it just like me and my wife were talking like a week or two before Thanksgiving about how, people are putting up their Christmas decorations already, and her favorite radio station had switched to entirely Christmas music, and I ended up hitting the button and switched that station, and it was White Christmas, and I was like, you know what? No, I think I'm ready for Christmas now. Yeah, it just. I'll tell you what, though, if I ever hear that song, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas ever again in my life, I probably break something. I hate that song with a
That's
passion.
why my sister and I
used to
constantly
work.
fight.
Oh my god, you'd fight over that song?
She loves it.
Oh, it's terrible.
What about
It is terrible.
And I worked in a retail
All I want
store.
for Christmas is my two
No, that's bad. But the hippopotamus one.
Hippopotamus is
I
the
worked in a
worst
retail
one.
store and we had cassettes at the time, right? And the
How old are
cassettes
you?
were old and warped. No, we should not have had cassettes. This is 2009. Okay? And I worked there for the Christmas season, and the cassettes were warped, and everything sounded like Alan the Chipmunk, Alan the Chipmunk.
Alvin.
Whatever. That chipmunk dude sounded like him.
Alan and the Chipmunks is an
Alan.
knockoff.
Alan and the Chipmunks. Yeah, it's
Alan and the Squirrels.
I grew up with the RC Cola version of everything.
Alan and the Squirrels.
Yeah. So Alvin in the Chipmunks version. And that one was the only one that didn't sound super warped all the time. And it still was the worst song. And we played every song on repeat on the half hour for all of Christmas season. And I hate that song with a passion.
Sounds like
Probably
a
just going to
fantastic
throw a
job.
bottle at the wall. It just makes me mad hearing it. It was terrible.
But speaking of the chipmunks, that's a good one.
Chipmunks. I do like the
Chipmunks
Chipmunks.
Christmas.
Calm myself down a little bit.
I also like the Looney Tunes Christmas album.
Looney Tunes. I don't remember that. Looney Tunes Christmas album?
Yeah, that one.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't know why I blanked on it.
He said to try to cover himself, even
Yeah.
though he doesn't remember.
Daffy Duck when he's singing "Good King Wenceslas" or what the hell that
When
song
you
is.
said Looney Tunes, I thought Muppets for some reason. That's why I was going, what? Now I figured it out. I have brain farts like that sometimes. I can't explain them. But anyway.
But yeah, I don't know. Those are songs that make me think of Christmas. Those are all good, solid choices.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody picked. Definitely, it's in full swing right now. Like you said, all those radio stations and everything like that are switching over to.
We
the
even had
Christmas.
snow yesterday.
Yeah, we did have some
And
snow.
then it just
yesterday.
disappeared. Did it get warm? Like I wasn't.
It got up to 30.
even happened?
We got snow 2 days ago.
I sleep during
and
the
then
day, so I
yesterday
never know
it
what
got
happens.
up to 39 and melted most of the snow away. So.
No.
I went
Welcome to
from
Michigan.
15 inches of snow in the Upper Peninsula to nothing. So I was happy where I live.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I got to drive through freezing rain and then a whiteout snowstorm all in one night the other night. So, and then I get up today and I'm like, oh, there's no snow.
Yeah.
It sucks. Kind of.
But I think let's move on to the next segment.
Next segment.
Just a second.
Am I a bitch?
Am I Michael Cera?
Am I Michael Cera?
I don't know.
Are you?
You kind of look like him. I can see it.
A little bit. Grow your hair out. No.
Yeah. Just your face isn't punchable enough.
I'll
be
work
Michael
on it.
No,
Cera.
that's
So
true.
just
I
work
I
on-
can get there.
If you
I
could
think-
work on that, if you just go over there and just practice falling
Next
down for a little bit.
Halloween, me Michael Cera. Anyways, who wants to take this one?
This was your idea.
This was
Why don't
my
you-
idea.
Yeah, this was your idea.
God, I feel like I have every single segment this time.
I know. I just want to stick you with all of it because I talk too much.
I'm gonna stick you. That sounds wrong. Why are you
I
sticking
want
me?
to stick you.
You know, I say too many
So-
things that sound wrong.
Speaking of the snow, like we were just a moment ago, we're going to probably, I don't know if I want to say hopefully, but probably near future be getting a decent amount of snow where we live.
Hopefully not.
Dirty
Probably will.
Dan's already seen a good chunk of snow, but there's always gonna be that case.
That's a slow Tuesday in the UP, man.
Right,
15
no shit.
inches? You kidding me?
No shit. We're gonna be seeing people who try to go through stuff or don't shovel their driveway and try to
Or drive on the baldest ass tires
or
in the
drive
world
on the
like I've
baldest
done in the past.
Yeah, drive on the baldest ass tires or have somebody push them off the road. And they
Don't
end
judge
up-
me.
They,
You haven't changed your tires yet?
Not yet.
We both changed our tires. What the hell?
they end up in a bank or pile or ditch of snow.
Yes.
Now, if you are passing by and you happen to see them and have mass amount of time to be able to jump out and help them get out of the snow, are you a bitch for not stopping and giving them a hand?
I mean, I think the biggest problem that we have today is people see somebody on the side of the road and they always think, oh, somebody else will get them. And I feel like it's just as bad on busy roads as it is on rural roads.
Yeah.
Because I think it might be even worse on busy roads. Because on a rural road, you're like, oh, I don't know when the next person will come. I might help. But on busy roads, people just go, next guy's got it. Next guy's got it. There's a lot of traffic. Somebody will get it. And, I don't know. I just feel like if you have the ability to help someone, especially if you have a truck or something, or a tow strap, or even some gloves and some muscle power, you should help people out. Like, you'd want to be helped too.
I think it is scenario based though.
It is scenario based for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
I mean-
speaking generally. Like I said, if you have the time,
That's what I'm saying. If
and
you
the
have a
ability, you
plethora
really
of
should.
time-
If you're putting your life, I mean, obviously the professionals who have like the equipment and can block off or get the police involved in certain situations, obviously highways and stuff.
Yeah,
That's a different case.
highways is a little different.
If you're,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in a neighborhood and you see your neighbor who didn't plow and they're stuck because your sister got stuck in my driveway when
Yeah,
she was
exactly.
leaving me,
That's what I'm saying.
and no one else helped her, and then I didn't realize she was home yet, and so I think she was trying to shovel it out for like 5 to 10 minutes before I noticed she was there. So I went out and helped. I think in that type of situation, that's obviously a situation where you should help.
Yeah, I'm like Dirty Mike said it. Say you're driving on a rural road, like out where my parents live, and you see somebody that's in something like you could help, give them a hand pushing them out, or if you have a decent sized vehicle and you have a tow rope or something, like you should take the few minutes that it might take you to help them out, get them out of the ditch and everything like that. I mean, obviously don't put yourself in danger and by any means of doing it. Like, if anything, just pop out, make sure the people are okay, make sure they have a cell phone or something so that way they can have a chance to be able to call somebody.
That's true. Yeah.
But don't put yourself in danger. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to stand on the side of the highway and try to push this guy out. No. Just be like, here's my cell phone. Call somebody you need to get yourself out of this situation. I mean, even that is still helping the person out of the ditch or helping the person out of the snow.
Or at least run into their back end really hard so you spin them out of the ditch. Just hit them. Just T-bone them in the back end and just spin them out of that ditch.
But
That's what brush guards are for.
I mean, it's just common courtesy.
I feel like there's not enough common courtesy anymore with that stuff. Like, we grew up, in a more rural community where most people had a tow rope, or a lot of people drove trucks, and you'd see people pulling each other out all the time. But
I have a good scenario. Last year, I was driving home, and I see this little Volkswagen Bug coming off a side road onto Old 27, which obviously you guys don't know what I was talking about, but it's just a basic 2-lane 45 road. And she was struggling, trying to drive forward, just spin, back up, try to drive forward and spin.
Yep.
There's a guy in a big vehicle, which that doesn't really matter, but there was a guy sitting right behind her watching her do this. They're both trying to get on 27. He sits there. I literally am driving down 27 going home. I pull off into this driveway and went to go push her out. Luckily enough for her, the moment I got out, she was able to get enough traction to pull out. But I'm like, dude, you're sitting behind her trying to get onto the same road. Once you want to get going, why don't you just pop out and give her a little nudge with your hands to get her past that little divot in the snow? Like, literally, that's all you had to do.
Yeah.
No, he just sat there. I'm like,
back and just push her forward.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, at least push her with your vehicle. I mean, damn.
Yeah, do something.
I'm like, I don't know, that just
drive around her. You can do it.
That's pretty much I think that's probably the next thing that guy was probably going to do is drive around her. But I'm just like, it takes you 5 minutes, not even of your life, to just get
like
out
that guy that passed you in the shoulder in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
Same guy. Or I don't know if it's the same guy, but the same type of truck did it to me on the same road a few weeks later, and he about caused me to get in an accident too.
Yeah.
Just totally rude people out there. I don't know. Like, I feel like also, like, in the winter, just be a little bit prepared too. Like, bring some stuff with you, because gloves at very least. Like, you shouldn't be driving anywhere without something to keep your hands warm or something, because for those situations, like, you might get stuck, or you might want to help somebody that's got stuck. And
See, I'm the worst at that, because I always I'm just going from the building to the car.
Yeah.
I won't take my coat or something, and then I'm like, if I can do an accident and I get stuck, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a kit in the back of all my vehicles, like tow rope and things like that, gloves, whatever. But I'm really bad at keeping an ice scraper with me.
Right.
So I'm one of those, like, terrible people that just, like, gets a little spot and just drives, like, like, it'll warm up if I go faster.
What's an extreme sport? Driving before your windshield defrosts.
Yes.
Life hack: put sandpaper on windshield wipers.
Don't do that.
De-ice your car.
Don't do that. I love.
And then you'll be
those
showing up
hacks.
at my
Those are
work looking for a new windshield.
Yeah. I love those, like, hacks on the internet that people actually follow. I'm like, what was one of them? Like, put drill screws into your tires to give them studs in the winter. And stuff like that. Or add a little bit of water to your oil so it doesn't freeze. I don't remember what it was. Add antifreeze to your oil so it doesnting freeze in the winter, something like that. Yeah, there's some great advice.
Life hacks.
Obviously, take all your advice from people shit posting on Facebook. That's how I've gotten to where I'm at in life.
You can't lie on the internet. So.
You can't lie.
You can't.
Everything on the internet is truth.
You can't.
And nothing else.
Yep. So, do we want to talk about Nerdsville?
Yeah, let's go into Nerdsville.
Yeah. You do have all the segments this week.
I know,
realize.
that's what I'm saying.
I did just a terrible job of preparing.
So, recently, Elon Musk, head of Tesla, has released a new truck, which I'm sure everybody around here has seen. We'll pull up a quick picture for you guys.
Yeah.
I like that one. No,
Not that one?
the cows. Go back.
You want to go on the cows? Yeah, there's a little picture of the truck.
We got the full electric Elon Musk Tesla truck, which, besides the glass breaking, which he was not expecting.
Yeah, I should have got a picture of that too.
It's actually a pretty impressive truck. So if you get the the full 3-motor electric motor one,
Yeah.
you can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, which most trucks in general can't do. Like, I can't think of a truck stock like that can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Silverado didn't.
So if somebody can tell me
Downhill.
that, please tell me. But no, it's a cool innovation because you got this truck that can tow like anywhere from 7,000 to 10,000 pounds or some shit like that, if I remember correctly. Fully electric, has a built-in ramp into it, as you guys just saw.
Yep.
Can charge another electric vehicle off of it because it has ports on it, because they are actually in the works of making an electric ATV made out of 30 times stronger steel that's rolled steel that can withstand sledgehammer hits, small caliber bullets, they're saying. Once they actually get the glass correctly, it's
What
supposed
about
to be
metal balls?
But that can withstand the metal balls, not the glass. The glass,
Yeah.
glass can't.
They're working on it.
They're trying to make the glass.
It did
unbreak-
withstand it though.
Yeah, it didn't.
Like if you
shatter.
think about it, like normal windows will shatter.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know. It's just a cool innovation on actually where these electric vehicles are going. Now, do I think it's worth buying because you're trying to be eco-friendly? No.
yeah, do we even want to get into that?
No,
Because I
not-
always hate that argument.
Not
I'll
even slight-
shatter
I-
everybody's
I-
dreams. For
I'm
a
sorry.
minute.
I'm just gonna say it. It's not eco-friendly because guess what makes electricity?
It's not magic.
Fuel.
Yeah, it's not magic.
So
It's just a coal-powered car at that point with a lot more steps.
But is it a cool thing that we're getting to the point where we can take another step? Like, we're already making electricity, so why make
Yeah.
another resource just to power vehicles? Like, we can just power vehicles off a resource that we're already making, which I think it's kind of a cool scenario to think about.
Then there's more gas for boats and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's another thing though. They're making these vehicles so strong. What's to say they don't make fully electric boats that can do everything that they're doing now? Like the whole electrical vehicle thing, being able to make something that strong and that adequately able to do what you want it to do, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool truck. Like the thing about electric motors is they have a lot of torque. Like you could obviously see that if you watch the video of them, like what was it, towing the F-150 backwards up that hill.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of torque. I mean, I'm hard pressed to really want to get a fully electric vehicle just because I don't know. Maybe I just have to look into it more. Just like the idea of charging something and
I mean, you do
waiting
have a
and
half-ass one. So.
Well, hybrids are a very different thing though because the electric battery actually charges up when you're braking, so you're never plugging it in and waiting 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like it's basically a hybrid's just a way to get more gas mileage out of an engine, more than anything. But I don't know. Like I'm not sure I'm fully convinced I want to get something where I have to sit and wait for it to charge, and then you have a range. Like right now, I can take a hybrid from here to California because I just stop and get gas. Right? Like that's my only thing.
Yeah, like the new Tesla truck, if you buy the top tier, which is $70,000 by the way.
Yeah, which
you-
actually is not bad when you compare
No.
trucks that nowadays are like all
In
of
the
them are
top
like
tier,
that.
you get the strongest one, like the fastest and strongest one, and it gives you the longest range, which is, I want to say, 500 hours you can get.
500 miles.
yeah.
Or 500 miles
Yeah.
on one truck, which I mean,
500 hours would be
that'd be-
nuts.
that'd be fucking
you kidding
insane.
me?
I'd pay, yeah.
I'd buy that.
500 miles, which I mean is a long ass time if you're just doing a basic commute or even long drives. I mean,
Yeah,
But-
and it's
but-
not and that's the thing about electric. They're not cross country vehicles. I just think about in terms of long distance because I drive a lot of long distance. So
yeah. But
He's making semis too, man.
yeah,
they are making semis. Yeah,
actually, I have a friend who does.
Except I think they're autonomous, so that's probably.
yeah.
I have a
Somebody else can do my job.
I have a buddy who actually he does a lot of stuff that's with trying to make electric semis and powering them off batteries, mostly batteries and stuff. But that's a different story.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just think it's. I'm not saying like I'm a 100%. Oh, let's go electric. That's all I ever want. But I think it's cool that we are making these innovations and figuring out how to make electric stuff be more powerful. And
yeah. I think
Be
it's fascinating technology. I
adaptive.
think it's a cool ass looking truck too. Like if you ever wanted to drive a 16-bit video game car,
If you ever want to see this baby go 88
it's
miles
right
per hour,
there. Yeah, exactly.
that's
you're going to see some serious shit.
I mean, it does have cool features, and like we saw some pictures, but I weren't sure if they were just concept pictures of like put camper tops on them and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it's
We didn't even show the true concept picture.
no, I didn't. But I just
The Lego one.
the Lego. I knew what you were talking about. Yeah, the Lego one.
The only thing that's the downside of what about this fully stainless steel
Mm-hmm.
is they said that it's hard to replace. It's gonna be expensive to replace any of those parts because it takes so much to actually cut them out and
Yeah.
make them, and they're pretty much non-paintable. So you pretty much can only
Stuck with the really cool metallic look. Yeah.
just like the DeLorean, because the
Yeah.
DeLorean was a fully
Yeah.
stainless steel vehicle,
I mean, in all honesty, I'm just excited to see cars made out of metal again.
right?
Like for real. Like people don't think about this enough. But your new plastic car, and I've got one too. They've got like you get into any kind of accident. Not only it's insanely expensive to replace, but the plastic and the airbag is less protection than an old car without airbags.
yeah,
Like it really is. Like people don't think about that. I've been in a head-on collision in an old truck that had no airbags, and I was totally fine. And I fixed it in a day, and that was like hitting a telephone pole and everything. Like I replaced a bumper. Like you can't tell me. Like I know somebody that hit a squirrel or not a squirrel, raccoon with their Impala, and it was $3,000 worth of plastic shit to put back on that thing.
well, the Tesla truck,
it would not be cheap to replace. I'm just saying.
like most cars now, you have your frame, and then you have your body that sits on top of the frame, and that the frame is what the majority of the strength of the vehicle is,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Well, with the Tesla truck, the body is the frame. They're like
Yeah.
it's all one. That's the entire strength of the truck is the truck completely. Like there's no like, oh, this frame's a strong point, so if you break anything on the outside, it's okay because your frame's gonna be solid. This is like you can hit anything pretty much, and you're gonna fuck up anything you hit.
Hey man, I just want a vehicle where I
Test
can safely get through Flint and Detroit. Okay,
Exactly.
you know they just got to fix that bulletproof window thing. I'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a
especially
cool
since that's
vehicle.
all of Michigan.
I think it's a cool
Yeah.
vehicle. Like I said, I was pretty skeptical of hybrids too, and I own one now and I love it. So other than the fact I don't ever want to work on it,
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, for me, growing up doing all the auto body engine work myself, with my father, not looking forward to the future when I have a problem with that thing. Probably won't be cheap, but for the time being, it's actually a nice vehicle. So, but yeah, I think. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say about the Tesla truck or?
Well, I think I want to bring up one thing. I think to make electric trucks fully, or electric vehicles, I guess in general, fully useful. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but would be to have solar panels on it that you could charge while you're driving or something like that, so that we can continue to get more gas mileage, or like get a little bit further than what you normally would, because obviously a solar panel probably can't charge all those batteries and everything fast enough. But that's one thing that the Cybertruck did, was they do have it so if you let it sit for, I can't tell you the exact amount of time, but you let it sit for a little while, you can get another 15 to 25 miles.
Which is usually enough to get to a gas station.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like get somewhere where you can charge it or whatever.
Charge
Especially in this glorious state where we have constant sunshine during the winter.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, if you could get to the point where, say you were doing those long trucks and they can make solar panels that were great enough where you could charge it off the sun and keep driving.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see where solar panel technology goes. It's got a long way to go. Like people don't realize the limits of it right now. It is pretty limited, but it's all working towards a future idea. Like I don't buy into the idea that electric is this completely green thing, because it's just not. It's just simply not true. Like I said, you're charging off of electricity, which comes from generally 90% of it comes from coal. And it's hard to get any sustainable energy sources right now out of anything other than like nuclear, or I think a lot of dam type things are probably
Water
better
powered.
Whereas like solar and wind are just
Water
not
sucks.
there, and they're just
Really, really sucks.
there's a lot of brownouts where they don't like fully, they can't run perfectly all
Rolling
the time.
brown.
That's what they call it, like a brownout, where it's not like a full blackout, but
No
it's
brown.
not producing enough, and they have to
Yeah.
siphon off energy from coal power plants and things
Yeah.
like that. Like it's not this fully like completely eco-friendly thing as people think it is, but it is all technology moving towards something.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's cool. I don't know. I think the Cybertruck, when it first came out, it got a lot of shit, but I think it's a pretty cool looking truck.
I think
And there's no such thing as bad press. So I mean, if the pre-orders they got out of that, I forget how much it was, but
a shit ton.
Probably a lot, yeah.
yeah, in the fact that they got the press, they didn't have to really throw their own money at it. I mean,
Yeah.
with all those pre-orders, they could fund and get those other investors. Like, oh, like we have this many pre-orders.
Yeah.
They can get other investors involved.
Yeah, and it's going to be in Cyberpunk 2077. So what better promotion is than that?
No, like I said, I think electric vehicles are just going in a cool way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, they're way different. I mean, when you think of like the old Prius, because I drove an old Prius when they first came out, and there's just no balls to them. But with this truck, it seems like it's got, it's an actual truck. Like it's not just a truck by name. It actually has some towing power to it.
Yeah, it has a ton of towing power and a ton of capacity to be
which
able
is
to
awesome.
haul stuff. But I think that we're gonna wrap this up for the night.
Yeah, we're gonna
guys.
have some Twitch chatting, so stick around and we'll be talking with you guys and be back next week.